Manga-Waido.
My name is Koji Kawakami, a 30-year-old farmer. Today, my father treated me to drinks to celebrate this milestone birthday. This is a nice place. I didn't know you had a regular bar. You've really grown up. I can handle alcohol now, but I still have a long way to go with the work. No, you've become quite impressive. From now on, you're the president! Starting tomorrow, I'll enjoy working the soil as a hobby! Dad! To your future! And so, I took over my family's farm. While I willingly followed in my father's footsteps now, I used to hate farming as a kid. My parents worked hard on the farm they inherited from my grandparents, but... Maybe it's because we had so much rain this year, but the harvest isn't as good as usual.
We're barely scraping by again. I'll have to budget carefully.
Honestly, we were poor. Meanwhile, at school, there were plenty of classmates from wealthy families. Among them, Masato Saeki stood out. His father was the president of Ohei Corporation, a famous local home builder. We went on an overseas trip during Golden Week. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, it's on a whole different scale from domestic travel. Must be nice to have money. Farmers don't get vacations, and we rarely get to travel anywhere, let alone overseas. After that, business got even tougher, and by the time I graduated elementary school, we had to sell part of our farmland. I'm sorry, as the head of the household, I feel pathetic.
Don't say that. Let's work hard from here on out.
Thank you. We've been making Koji sacrifice so much, and apparently he's not getting along with Tetsuro's son, Masato. I'd heard that Masato's father, Tetsuro Saeki, who's also the president of Ohei, went to the same school as my father, and they had a senior-junior relationship. I'm sick of seeing Mom and Dad looking so miserable, and I'm tired of this poor life. It's all because of farming. When I entered junior high, things took a turn. Masato still bragged about being rich all the time, but I became good friends with Ryoya Uozumi, who came from a single-parent household and was as poor as we were. You're always studying, Ryoya. Are you aiming for a good high school? Yeah, I want to become a government bureaucrat. Bureaucrats are the ones who really run this country. Someday, I want to make Japan a place where people from single-parent families can live with dignity. That's incredible. But isn't the exam to become a bureaucrat really difficult? I heard you basically need to graduate from T University to even have a chance. If you give up before trying, you'll never achieve any dream, right? I guess you're right. Ryoya's positive attitude despite poverty had a huge impact on me. I thought being poor was all farming's fault, but even farmers can have a prosperous life if they use different approaches. Instead of just complaining, I'll learn about modern farming. After that, I enrolled in an evening agricultural high school. During the day, I helped with farm work at home, and at night, I systematically learned about agriculture. Furthermore, to keep up with the diversifying agricultural business, I went to university on a scholarship. After graduating, I finally tackled improving our family business. And after several years of reformation, we achieved enough financial stability that poor weather or moderate disasters wouldn't cause us problems. However, now I had a different concern. Getting old isn't fun. What's wrong? Well, my knees have been hurting lately. Dad was already a senior citizen. Our old house had many steps and was clearly inconvenient for him. Right around that time, I heard about something interesting. What? They're building a high-rise apartment here? We used to own another field nearby, the farmland we sold when I was in elementary school. We sold most of it back then, and what remained became a small field. Apparently, a high-rise apartment was going to be built on that land. We can't get the land back, but if we could live in the place that used to be our field, maybe Mom and Dad would be happy? So I decided to attend the high-rise apartment viewing. But... Excuse me, sir, please wait. You'll disturb other guests. Huh? Why? I'm sorry, but with those clothes... Wait! Could it be Koji? Oh, Masato! Long time no see! Come to think of it, this high-rise apartment was being sold by Oh-Hey Corporation. Seriously, man, this is way beyond your means! What? Your family is a poor farming household, isn't it? And those dirty clothes. Were you planning to track mud all over the model room? Mud? These are perfectly clean, aren't they? Look, this property is all about luxury. Naturally, the residents need to have class. We don't need poor farmers just browsing here. What did you just say? For your information, this is... I was about to say this was our land, but I stopped myself because I had no way to prove it. What? Got any last whimpers? Anyway, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Not wanting to bother other customers, I decided to back down. That night, wanting to change my mood, I went to a different bar than usual. At the counter sat a woman with an unusual-looking cocktail in front of her. That's an unusual cocktail. So beautiful. It looks like a rainbow.
Beautiful, isn't it? I've rarely seen such brilliant colors anywhere else. So whenever I need to clear my head, I come here. Just looking at it makes me happy.
I can see why. I'll have the same thing, please.
I hate to say this after recommending it, but the taste isn't great. You're supposed to insert the straw and drink each layer separately.
I tried inserting the straw tip into the green layer and sipping it. It definitely wasn't delicious. You're right, it's just for visual enjoyment.
Exactly.
She has a lovely smile. After that, whenever I went to the same bar, I kept running into this woman, Miyuki, and we became friendly chat partners. Meanwhile, construction on that high-rise apartment progressed smoothly. Honestly, every time I saw it, I remembered Masato's smug face and felt irritated. But since it was in our neighborhood, I couldn't avoid seeing it. Construction progressed to the point where we could see it from our home windows, and my father would sometimes gaze wistfully at the high-rise apartment from home, too. Dad can't feel good about this either. Then, one night, my father... What's wrong? Actually... What? Several months later, the high-rise apartment was finally complete. I had a surveyor measure the land on the property. Just then... Koji, what are you doing? This is trespassing! No, it's not. Where I'm standing right now is definitely our land. Actually, that night, what my father was looking at was the land deed. What's wrong? Well, I thought I might be imagining things, but apparently that's not the case. What do you mean? The construction site for that high-rise apartment isn't just the land we sold. They're also using some land we never sold. What? So I immediately called a surveyor to verify the facts. Masato, I think you need to explain what's going on here. I can't believe this! What? No, I was just thinking how scary it is that you'd make up lies out of spite just because I pointed out you weren't suitable for the high-rise apartment. This isn't a lie. We've properly verified this before saying anything. Look, these documents show... yeah. Well, then I'll check with my supervisor once before responding. This isn't something I can decide on my own. Please leave for today. Fine, if that's how you want to play it. Understood. I'll leave for today. Good, then get lost already. I'll fight this to the end. Eventually, you're the one who'll be leaving. Wanting to calm my irritation, I headed to that bar again that day. When I arrived, Miyuki was in her usual seat, but her expression seemed dark somehow. Miyuki, is something wrong?
Oh, Koji.
When I asked, she said she'd accidentally discovered some wrongdoing at her company.
My mind went blank, and before I knew it, my feet brought me here.
I see. You must be conflicted given your position. Actually, I'm also in the middle of fighting a company over their wrongdoing.
Really? What kind of?
Part of our farmland is being used without permission by a certain company.
Farmland? Koji, are you a farmer? I'm sorry, but what's your full name?
Koji Kawakami. Yes, as you guessed, I run a farm.
No way! What are the odds?
When I asked why she was so surprised, it turned out she was an employee at Ohei Corporation.
I'm truly sorry for the trouble we've caused you.
Don't worry about it. This isn't your fault, Miyuki. But if you're willing, could you help me resolve this issue?
I've been dissatisfied with the company culture for a while now. To stay true to my own principles, I'd be happy to cooperate.
Around the same time, I received a call from an old friend, Ryoya, who had left our hometown and come back. Man, we've both gotten old. You don't look your age, though. You look so young. Flattery won't get you anything. We bantered like old times while reminiscing about the past. As the drinks flowed, the conversation turned to recent updates. Actually, I've been having some trouble lately. What's up? I explained the land encroachment issue. Then... Seriously? Well, if that's the case, I've got good news for you. What? While preparing our counterattack, I also informed my parents that I'd decided to hire a lawyer and seriously fight Ohei. If that's what you've decided, I'm on your side.
Do your best.
Dad, Mom, thank you. First, through a lawyer, I demanded that Ohei remove the encroaching section and return the land. As expected, Ohei refused, so I formally filed a lawsuit based on the right to demand interference removal. On the trial date, Masato and his father Tetsuro appeared in court representing Ohei. And on my side... What? Koji's attorney is that poor guy Ryoya? Rude no matter where he goes. Actually, when Ryoya was in high school, he decided he wanted a career where he could more directly protect vulnerable people. So he aimed to become a lawyer instead of a bureaucrat. The smart guy studied intensely and successfully passed the bar exam. After working as a lawyer for several years, he became independent and returned to his hometown. And when the trial began... When we checked the cadastral survey map and real estate registry, the original land boundaries clearly don't match the current situation on site. The land encroachment was just the unauthorized action of one employee. It wasn't intentional on the company's part. Then I'd like to submit this audio data. When the data Ryoya prepared was played... Miyuki, you know I'm into you, right? It's time you accepted me. You should feel honored to date the company president's son, you know.
I do find you attractive, Masato, but I heard a rumor. Is it true there's a problem with the high-rise apartment land?
Well, yeah, but it's fine. That poor farming family can't do anything serious. I, the president's son, will handle it brilliantly.
But won't the president be angry if you knowingly overlook the wrongdoing?
Dad already knows all about it. He said he'd deal with it no matter what. You clearly knew about the wrongdoing, didn't you? Wait! Why do you have this recording? As evidence that you knew about the wrongdoing beforehand, Ms. Miyuki Kondo gave this to me. With that statement, Masato protested even louder, while voices from the gallery said, "Isn't this harassment?" The gallery included not only neighbors, but also local media. Perhaps fearing bad publicity, President Tetsuro said, "I knew nothing about this. I've always run this company with the community in mind. This statement was just my foolish son saying whatever to win over the woman he likes." What? Dad, you're abandoning me? I'm simply revealing the truth. I can't believe this. When I pointed out the suspicious land boundaries, you were the one who told me to push through because you'd handle it somehow. More delusions? Ha 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 ha! Here, to provide further testimony, Ryoya obtained the judge's permission and invited my father to the witness stand. President Saeki knowing about the wrongdoing beforehand is a fact, because right after Koji first pointed out the land boundary issue to Masato, President Saeki showed up at my doorstep with money. He pressured me saying, "I'll pay you whatever you want, just pretend there was never any encroachment issue from the start." That's nonsense! President Saeki even gave me lines straight out of a TV drama villain. Accept the money while we're trying to settle this quietly before things get out of hand. But as long as my son has decided to fight, I, as a father, cannot back down. Shut up! Don't get cocky, you poor farmer! Poor? What era are you talking about? Thanks to my son's efforts, our household income has increased dramatically. We make over 10 million yen a year now, you know. That can't be true! Actually, I had incorporated the farm to ensure stable labor for our agricultural work. On top of that, I selected high-value open-field vegetables like eggplant to grow, increasing sales while reducing labor costs through the use of robots and drones. Furthermore, I changed to a style where we handle everything from processing to sales and services ourselves, branded our produce, and improved quality. Thanks to that, our profits improved considerably and our annual income increased significantly. In any case, that testimony isn't proof I tried to threaten anyone. President Tetsuro argued back, but with the audio data Miyuki provided, the atmosphere was clearly in our favor. After that, both Masato and Tetsuro completely lost their will to fight, and several months later, we won the trial. Since returning the land was difficult, Ohei agreed to pay us compensation. Masato's father, Tetsuro, was removed as president and suffered the indignity of being expelled from the company, along with his son Masato. Moreover, because they were a locally rooted company, the two became the subject of gossip throughout town. Furthermore, when Tetsuro's wife demanded a divorce, father and son fled the town together. That farmer makes 10 million a year? The wrongdoing! I thought I could push it through. Meanwhile, on my end, our young workers were steadily gaining knowledge, and we seemed likely to avoid the successor problem that troubles many farms. By the way, after that incident, Ryoya became our legal advisor. Miyuki changed jobs to a different home builder. She seemed to be working happily at a company with a customer-focused culture. Everyone was putting in effort and achieving good results in their work. And today, in my personal life too... Woo! I'm nervous! Calm down! I personally coached for you today, so have some confidence! The door opens, and the bell announcing a customer rings. Oh, she's here! Good luck! Yeah!
Sorry I'm late. Our work ran long.
Oh, that's okay. Good work today! I present the rainbow cocktail to her as she shows her usual adorable smile.
Oh, how nostalgic.
After chatting for a while, I gather my courage and say, Miyuki, I've liked you since the first time we met.
Koji?
I'm grateful to Ryoya for helping me take this new step. Hello, Mrs. Takano.
Oh, Mr. Nezu, thank you for the other day.
Please take care of us again when we come for business dinners.
Of course, we look forward to your continued patronage. I work part-time at this restaurant called Monryoan. My main job is serving, but I also do cleaning, dishwashing, and when we're busy, I prep vegetables. The gentleman I just spoke with is Mr. Nezu from a company called Wide Rental. He uses our restaurant often. He's a very gentlemanly salesman. Thanks to Wide Rental and other nearby businesses, our restaurant is thriving. Good morning, Aoki. We could at least say hello. Everyone at work is nice, except for the chef Aoki. He's always unfriendly. Aoki has been here for 5 years, but he still hasn't been trusted with the showcase grilling or frying stations, and he seems resentful about it. He was originally just quiet, but lately he's always irritated, and he won't even properly greet the part-timers or younger employees.
Why am I stuck doing this menial work?
If you keep complaining, happiness will slip away. You need to be more positive.
Annoying old hag.
I can hear that. Well, as long as he's just venting at an old lady like me, I guess it's still okay. Aoki was like this, but something changed his attitude. I'm Mio Naonoguchi. Until 2 years ago, I worked as a chef at Waidote. I look forward to working with you all. Ever since Mio joined us.
I'll handle this, Mio. You can work on plating.
Yes, got it. Aoki's expression has really brightened up. Love really does change people. But this attitude didn't last long.
Mio! Mio, you're divorced? What?
That's right, I just got divorced recently. My husband was a real piece of work. Apparently, Mio had planned to continue working at her Japanese restaurant after marriage, but her husband repeatedly asked her to stay home after getting married, so she reluctantly quit. But the moment she became a housewife, her husband started saying things like, "I'm feeding you, so you should be grateful." He told me to manage everything on $200 a month for food. What? $200 for an entire month is really tough. Yes, and then my husband spent all the money he saved on gambling.
What a scumbag!
Yes, he was the worst. After the welcome party.
So you gave up on Mio? A woman who casually calls men scumbags is no good. I wasted my time being nice to someone like that.
Oh my. I guess she wasn't the type of person he thought she was. Come to think of it, Aoki mentioned he likes horse racing, so maybe he didn't like her criticism of gambling either. In the end, he went back to his old attitude. Oh, sorry, was I in your way? He's completely back to his old self. He's so expressionless and quiet. Honestly, it's scary. He's always been like that. Let's just focus on our work. Shortly after that, a man named Yoshikawa joined us. Several chefs had transferred to affiliated restaurants, so he was brought in as a replacement.
My name is Tsunenari Yoshikawa. I really wanted to become a chef, so I made a life-changing decision to change careers.
Yoshikawa's previous job was in sales. Everyone, please train him well.
I'm an old man already over 40, but please take care of me. You're aiming to be a chef? So you have zero experience in this industry? Yes, that's right. Hey, how old are you? 41. What? Are you mocking the profession of chefs? This isn't something you can do overnight. If you're not serious, quit now. I'm sorry, but I'm really committed to this. Well, it's true many people enter this world in their teens, so he is quite late. Still, there's no need for Aoki to click his tongue like that. Oh, you're right. Mio was assigned to train Yoshikawa. Always check the delivered ingredients against the invoice immediately. Yes! If there are any discrepancies... Yoshikawa quickly memorized what he was taught, and his movements were efficient. I finished washing the dishes. What should I do next? Then please help me with vegetable prep over here. Yes! Aoki's watching. I wonder if he still has feelings for Mio. My hunch was right. You pick everything up so quickly. You're amazing, Yoshikawa. No, not at all. You probably just watched some videos online and got this romanticized idea of being a chef, right? There are guys like you who don't take cooking seriously. No, I'm not taking it lightly. I know it's a difficult path. Do you really think you can become a full-fledged chef starting at your age? Aoki, Yoshikawa's really serious about this. Huh. You two failure newcomer chefs can do whatever you want together. Yoshikawa, Aoki is always like that. Don't let it bother you. Yes, I'm fine. Young people are hot-blooded. Takano is right. Yoshikawa is very skilled with his hands and has way more talent than I did as a beginner. Thank you, but I'm not bothered by it. Besides, I know it's strange for someone my age to become a chef. Well, I'm glad you're okay with it. Let's do our best together as newcomers. I appreciate your kindness.
True to his word, Yoshikawa worked diligently toward his goal. His sincere attitude seemed to influence the other young staff.
Head chef, for the seasonal new dish, wouldn't it look even better if we did it like this? Huh? Oh, that's good.
The three-dimensional presentation is lovely.
I see. This is a great learning experience. Everyone else, if you notice anything, feel free to share your ideas.
Yes. Since Yoshikawa joined, everyone has been even more dedicated to their work than before.
Huh. You should just stick to washing dishes for the rest of your life.
Only Aoki is still the same. Then one day, our restaurant was chosen to host a business deal between our regular client, Wide Rental, and an overseas company. If the contract goes through, they're looking at billions of yen in future sales. Everyone, please be extra careful not to make any mistakes. Yes. We put extra effort into our preparations. But when the dinner meeting was about to begin...
Nezu, can't you do something? I'm terribly sorry. I've contacted everyone I know who's proficient in languages, but no one is available. Oh no, what should we do?
Is there some kind of trouble? The interpreter they hired can't make it due to an accident. Oh no! Can't they use a translation app? Apparently, that can't convey the subtle nuances of Brazilian Portuguese. Brazilian? Apparently, the guests are from Brazil, and the language is Brazilian Portuguese. While Mr. Nezu has studied English, many Brazilians don't speak English, and this particular business partner specifically requested conversations in Brazilian Portuguese. There's no way anyone here speaks that language, right? Well, I studied English conversations a little in the past, but... I'm terrible with languages.
Should I interpret? What? What are you talking about? Actually, I lived in Brazil for a long time.
What?
I worked there, so I can handle everyday conversation and business discussions.
Really? Then... Aoki kept muttering things like he's all talk and he'll never pull it off, but Yoshikawa successfully interpreted, and Wide Rental managed to secure the major contract.
Thank you. You really saved us. Not only are you fluent in Brazilian Portuguese, but you spoke so confidently that our partners felt at ease. Thank you so much. Exactly what Nezu said. You had the presence of a company president. I lived overseas for a long time, so I'm fairly good at adapting in conversations. Someone of your caliber could surely thrive as a businessman, yet here you're washing dishes. Why are you working here? Actually...
Apparently, Yoshikawa was originally the heir to a Japanese restaurant, and as a child, he received strict training from his chef father.
But I hated my father and rebelled. I left for overseas right after high school.
He traveled the world as a backpacker, gained experience at various companies, naturally developed his language skills, and in his 30s, he landed a job at a famous food company. There, he worked in sales and rose to the position of sales director.
Ironically, what proved most useful was the culinary knowledge my father taught me. I would cook the food products we handled and serve them to our business partners, which earned their trust. I see. So your overseas experience shaped you into the composed person you are today. But my father collapsed last year, so I came back to Japan. With all that experience, you'll surely be able to help your father. In any case, we're grateful you were here today.
With that, the people from Wide Rental thanked us repeatedly before leaving. You were a sales director? That's really amazing.
That was such an impressive background. Why did you come here? You could have found any job.
Actually, I want to rebuild my father's restaurant.
When Yoshikawa was working hard as a sales director, news of his father's illness reached him late last year. He rushed back to Japan to find his father had weakened considerably and could no longer stand on his own.
When I ran away from home like that, my father must have been devastated. Now that I'm a working adult myself, I finally understand his passion for his work and his desire to protect the restaurant he inherited from his grandfather.
He and his father haven't reconciled yet, and he hasn't been given permission to become a chef or take over the restaurant.
But I really don't want my father's restaurant to close. When I told this to our regular customer, Mr. Takanashi, he suggested I train here and improve my skills before asking my father again.
Oh, so it was through Mr. Takanashi?
He's our best customer.
Yes, Mr. Takanashi spoke directly to the owner here on my behalf. You're acquainted with Mr. Takanashi? Yes, Mr. Takanashi is my father's classmate. He's been kind to me since I was little.
After that, Aoki stopped making snide remarks to Yoshikawa. It makes sense he'd quiet down once he knew Yoshikawa was close to the owner's friend. But Aoki started taking out his frustration on other young staff members instead.
There are plenty of people who could replace you! If you're going to work this slow, just quit!
I can't stay quiet about this anymore. About a month later.
Aoki, come with me for a moment. Huh? Mr. Wakabayashi! Yes, what is it? It seems you've been treating the younger staff terribly. What? No, I haven't. I have evidence. You can't talk your way out of this. No, I was just instructing them. You call unreasonably yelling at people instruction? Don't be ridiculous.
After that, Aoki was fired. It's a surprisingly small industry, so all the nearby high-end restaurants heard about his behavior, and ultimately, no one would hire him. I heard he went back to the countryside.
But why did the owner suddenly take action?
Just between us, Mr. Wakabayashi, the owner, is actually my ex-husband.
What?
That's right. Actually, after Aoki started targeting the young staff again, I went directly to the owner. So, you see, Aoki has been terrible. Can you do something about it? This is the evidence. It has audio recordings and videos.
You used to be terrible with technology, but you've gotten quite good at this.
Someone taught me how. More importantly, please handle this.
With this much evidence, I have to take action.
My ex-husband listens to me sincerely now, but Wakabayashi and I divorced 20 years ago. Back then, Wakabayashi rarely came home, using work as an excuse, and to make matters worse, there were signs of other women. I was young too, so I left home without hearing his side of the story. It turned out the affair never happened, but we divorced and never lived together again. But time is strange. Now we get along better than we did when we were married.
So you forgave him?
About 10 years after the divorce, we ran into each other by chance. He apologized to me like crazy.
I thought as long as I brought home money, I didn't need to be there. It was arrogant of me. Of course you'd be angry. I'm truly sorry.
He apologized over and over. I completely lost my anger. Now we're good friends. Later, when I took early retirement from my previous job at a supermarket and had free time, Wakabayashi asked me,
Would you work at my restaurant? I think your presence would bring energy to the place.
That was 6 years ago. After I started working, I could see his struggles up close, and I realized how immature I was when I was younger. Now we're truly good friends.
Oh, everyone has their history.
It's amazing that you can rebuild that kind of relationship. I could never do that with my ex-husband.
You never know what life will bring. Yoshikawa, it might take time for your father to accept you, but if you keep earnestly conveying your feelings, I'm sure it'll work out. He'll understand.
Yes, I'll do my best.
From then on, Yoshikawa devoted himself to his work, and thanks to his quick learning and natural talent, he was rapidly promoted. He was entrusted with the grilling and frying stations. 3 years later...
My father told me for the first time that what I made was delicious! Oh, really? Your hard work paid off!
You've really improved your skills tremendously, Yoshikawa.
I still have a long way to go.
Yoshikawa was allowed to learn the restaurant's recipes from his father, and was even permitted to reopen the restaurant.
Thanks to all of you, I'm able to take over my father's restaurant. Thank you so much. With your skills, you'll be fine. Do your best.
We're rooting for you.
With your skills, you'll be fine even when foreign customers visit. You're a language expert too.
I'll work hard with Mio to share the beauty of Japanese cuisine with overseas customers.
When reopening the restaurant, Yoshikawa relied on Mio's culinary skills, and Mio trusted him as a business owner and decided to go with him. Seeing their positive challenge inspired me too. Maybe I should try something new myself. About that offer you made, wanting me to become the proprietress of the new location.
Ah, yes. Have you thought about it?
Yes, I'll do it.
Really? You'll do it? Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
And then...
Hello. Oh, this restaurant is lovely too.
Mr. Nazu, welcome. Please have a seat here. I'm already past 60, but we're in an era where people live to 80. What kind of encounters will I have at this restaurant? Just thinking about it makes me excited.
That was a great movie.
Yeah!
That was awesome!
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Poppon-chan's cafe was really cute.
Yeah. I'm Takehisa Wada. I love anime and manga. But my mom and my sister, they didn't like it. That I was into these types of things.
What is that thing? So creepy.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey now, leave him alone.
Whatever.
he's the only one who takes my side.
Then when I was in middle school, he quit his job and opened a cafe. It was always his dream to have his own store. But then, the pandemic hit and sales plummeted. A year later, he decided to close shop. It's over.
Hey, come on, Dad, don't give up. I can keep working here if you want.
Nah, son, you gotta go to college. But thanks for saying that. I appreciate it. After that, Dad got a normal job again.
So you failed miserably.
Yeah, and now you work at some small company nobody's ever heard of. Hey, stop it, you two! But in a way, I agree with them. He shouldn't have given up that easily. I still loved my dad, but we didn't talk as often anymore after that. And my mom and my sister, they took shots at him every chance they got.
This is all you got for the house? Why did you have to quit your old job? Seriously.
My dad is broke now, and my brother is an anime geek. Great, just great.
Things at home started to get rough, so after college, I moved out and started living at this shared residence for anime and manga fans. You can read and watch DVDs in the living room anytime you want. We even got a Xerox machine. You can use it anytime you like. Thank you. This place is awesome! That's Okawa-san and Kato-san. I met them online through this fan club. They owned the shared residence, and they were both really nice. After college, I started working for this small real estate company in my hometown. Hey, new kid! Send these out for me. Okay. Dude, speak up! Stop mumbling! Sorry. And why didn't you apply to be a salesman? You're a dude. Don't you want to make more money?
Kihara, stop being mean to the new kid. Don't you have work to do?
Yeah, whatever. I'm out of here. Ugh. I was bad at talking to people, so I didn't apply to be a salesman, and some of the guys there made fun of me for it. You okay? Yeah. This guy at work, he made fun of me today for not being a salesman. But everyone's got a part to play. Don't listen to him. Yeah, forget that guy, man. Thanks. And to be honest, I really don't care, as long as I'm making enough to buy merch for Ririna-chan. That's the spirit. Hey now, don't spend all your money on Ririna-chan. You'll end up broke like him. I'll keep that in mind. Don't listen to him. Spend all you can on Ririna-chan. Dude, stop it! I mean it! What's the point if you don't spend your hard-earned money? Yeah, but... Thanks for listening. I feel better now. I was really liking it here. Then a few years later... I won't be back for a few weeks. I got this New Year's event coming up. Yeah, same. I'm gonna go visit my parents. Oh, I see. Well, I guess I'll be spending New Year's alone again. Why don't you go visit your parents or something? It's been a while, right? I guess I can do that. So I went back home, but Dad wasn't there when I got there. Where's Dad?
He moved out.
What? Last year he retired, and he bought this really old house in the countryside, and he'd been living there ever since. Since Dad wasn't there, I had no reason to stay, so I went back to my place. Then a year later... What? He's only got 6 months left? I got a call from my mom, and Dad got sick!
I'm too busy around here. You gotta take care of him.
Okay. I haven't seen him in a while, but he did raise me and pay for my education, so I started looking after him. Sorry about all this, son. Don't worry about it, Dad. Hey, can you take me to the back of the hospital? I want to see the trains. Ah, nice. You like trains? Yeah, I love them. When I was young, I went all over the country taking pictures of them. After I got married, your mother told me to stop, but... I see. I didn't even know. I know nothing about my dad. A week later, I bought this train magazine from the bookstore and brought it to him. Wow, this one looks amazing. Yeah, once you get better, we can go ride it together. Yeah. Thanks, Takehisa. But a few months later, he died. Dad, I'm gonna miss him. But then...
Hey, about the inheritance, we're taking everything in his bank account.
Huh? Dad had some money saved up in the bank. Around $100,000.
But you can have his house.
Yeah, it's all yours.
There's nothing I can say to them to change their minds. Fine. I was too tired to fight, so I agreed to it. That doesn't sound very fair. Yeah. I know, but I just want to cut them out of my life, you know? And rent here is cheap, so I got a lot of money saved up. Well, I guess that's one way to think about it. Yeah, I'm just glad I no longer have to deal with them, you know? Good for you! Yeah! Thanks. A few weeks later, they invited me to this photo shoot, and it was near Dad's house, so I decided to stop by. I haven't been there in a while, so... It's pretty clean. I thought it'd be dirtier. Yeah, this place looks really nice. Hey, what's this? it's a hidden door. Then, wow! We found this huge railway diorama in there. This is incredible! He made all this by hand? Wow. I knew nothing about trains, so I checked to see if these things were worth anything. It won't go for much. I thought about selling them, but I kind of felt bad, so I decided to leave it alone for now. Then one day, there's someone I'd like you to meet. He introduced me to this woman named Kanae Shirai. She was a huge fan of trains, just like my dad.
So, I heard about your father's railway diorama. Do you have a picture of it?
Yeah. Here.
Oh wow, this is amazing! Can I visit the house and see it in person?
Okay. Later that weekend.
Oh, wow, incredible! Just incredible!
So these are all handmade, right?
Actually, no. It looks like he bought them from the store and modified them himself to make it more realistic.
I see.
And these things are really old, but they're also in mint condition.
She said they were all out of the box, so each train wasn't gonna sell for much. But she said these models were very rare, and the diorama he made was very detailed as well.
Train fans would go crazy over this, I'm telling you!
She told me to post pictures online. Then, wow, I got another DM saying they want to see the model in person.
Hey, why don't you start a business?
Huh?
Your dad spent years making this, right? If they want to see his work, then they gotta pay for it.
I guess. So I started charging people for it. At first I wasn't sure if people would actually pay money for this, but turns out there was a lot of demand for this. I could only open the place on the weekends, but train fans from all over the country came to see Dad's collection. Amazing! Incredible! I love it! Are you sure it's okay for me to charge money for something like this? Of course it is. Yeah, you're running a legitimate business here. Maybe you can start a cafe here. A cafe? Yeah, that's a great idea! Alright, I'll see what I can do. So I started serving drinks, and the customers loved it.
So cool!
Amazing! This is kinda nice. I never understood why Dad wanted to start a cafe, but I kinda get it now. Back then, I was disappointed that Dad gave up on his dreams so easily. But now I was old enough to know that he did it for the family. He didn't want to leave us in debt, and he had no choice. But maybe I can make his dreams come true. So I decided to turn the place into a real cafe. I hired part-time employees to help me run the place, and one of them, Kobayashi-san, she was an amazing chef.
Here you go, enjoy!
Wow, so good! Amazing! Yummy! This attracted new customers to my place, and a few months later, a local TV station came to interview me. Dad would be so proud. But then, they showed up.
Takahisa, I heard you're making money now.
Yeah, no fair.
They wanted a piece of the action.
So your father made all this? These things are worth a lot of money, right?
Yeah, we want our share of the money.
But his collection isn't worth much.
Stop lying to us!
He's not lying. These things by themselves, they're worth like $20 a piece at best.
Yeah, that's not why customers come here. They come here to see the diorama he made. Look, can you guys just go now?
Liar!
Yeah, stop lying.
They started yelling. Leave now, or I'm calling the cops. Yeah, I think so too. We should call the cops.
Ugh,
Screw you.
forget you.
Then they finally left. Then a few days later, that guy at work came up to me and said, "Hey, I heard about your cafe." Yeah. Is he gonna make fun of me again? It's pretty cool, man. I'm a fan myself. And you think I can stop by this weekend or something? Yeah, of course. That weekend, he showed up at the cafe with a client of his. Apparently, he was a fan of trains as well. He brought him here for a meeting, and it went pretty well from the looks of it. I wasn't sure if they'd sign with us at first, but he decided to go with us. And it's all thanks to you. Oh, I see. Glad I could be of help.
You're in a good mood today.
Yeah. I know I'm a pretty useless guy, but I was able to help out Kihara-san, so...
You're not useless.
Yeah, you should give yourself more credit. Yeah, you're really good at your job, I'm telling you.
Oh, thanks. I guess people depend on me more than I think. So you're not gonna quit your day job? Nah, I want to keep working there too. Good for you, man. Thank you. Then my phone rang. It's Kobayashi-san. The woman who works at the cafe? Yeah. Hello? What? Someone broke in? I headed to the cafe right away. Wow. I couldn't believe it. It was my mom and my sister. They tried to break in. They were trying to steal the model trains. But Kobayashi-san was there, and she caught them red-handed.
They tried to run, but I got them.
Thank you. She knows judo. You don't want to mess with her. I see.
Sorry I tied them up like that, though. I didn't know they were your family.
No worries.
I'm your mother. Untie me!
Yeah.
I don't think so. They were family, but I didn't care. I called the cops and pressed full charges. And just like that, they now had a criminal record. My sister was engaged at the time, but her fiancé left her. And mom was seeing this guy she met online, but he left her as well after the arrest. I don't think they'll be messing with me anymore. Yeah. If they show up again, just call Kobayashi-san. Yeah. After that, I started cleaning out Dad's old house. I found some old family photos. Dad used to take me here all the time.
Hey, this place. I think he modeled a diorama after this place.
Huh?
This is actually a famous spot for train fans.
I see. I had no idea.
He must have really loved that place. That's probably why he took you there so many times.
Yeah. He was a great dad. Anyway, it was a rough couple of months, but glad everything worked out.
Mom, why did you have to leave me like this? I'm Hina Fujino. I recently lost my mother.
Hina, your father is here.
Hina?
My parents got a divorce when I was in elementary school. Where did Daddy go?
He said we can't live here anymore.
Whenever I ask her about him, she gets really upset, so I stopped asking about him. He made her cry. I'll never forgive him for this. Money was always tight, but Mom took great care of me and I loved her very much. But then she got sick and...
Shigeki-san, I want to see him one last time.
Mom! Now I was all alone. This is all Dad's fault. I'll never forgive him. But I was still a kid and I had no choice but to go live with my dad.
Come on.
I hated him, but it's not like I had a choice. He was rarely home. He was always working. Money seemed pretty tight for him, too.
I'm gonna go to work now. Don't wait up for me.
Whatever. Then, Yes?
Huh? Is your dad here?
No.
Where is he?
I don't know. Go away.
What was that? Hey now, settle down. Tell your dad we stopped by, okay? Later.
Wait, is he in debt? That's why Mom divorced him? I had trouble fitting in at school as well. Hina, you want this? What is this? It's that character from that TV show. I don't have a TV. What? My family is taking me to Disneyland. I'm going to Hokkaido. What about you, Hina? Come on, let's just go. I didn't have any friends. Then one day... Yes?
Hey there. Is your dad home?
No.
Alright then. We'll wait for him to come home.
Stop!
Hey! Enough! Who are you? Get the hell out of here before I call the cops! Ugh. Let's just go. Idiots. Want me to wait here till your dad comes home?
Go away!
Oh, I think I scared her.
What has Dad gotten himself into? Then a few days later, Dad, and that's the blonde guy from the other day.
So you're leaving her with me? Yeah. Do what you gotta do.
Wait, what? Is he selling me to the Yakuza to pay off his debt?
Oh, Hina. Listen, I gotta leave town for a few months, and my friend here will look after you while I'm gone. So,
What? No!
Hey, we meet again!
Get away!
Hina, wait!
No, go away! I ran home, packed up my things, and ran away. A few hours later, I was sitting in front of this convenience store. It's getting dark.
Hey, you okay? Here. You hungry?
But
It's fine. We gotta throw it out in a few hours anyway. So what happened?
I got in a fight with my dad and I ran away from home.
I see. Want me to take you to the police station?
No, they'll just take me home.
Fine. You wanna come to my place then?
Huh? And so he took me back to his house and the place was huge. Wow.
I'm home! Yuta, hey! Wait a minute. Hina?
What the? Then, Yuta, who's your friend? Hello, what's your name? Oh,
Hina, we were worried about you. Wait, you know her? Yeah, she's my friend's daughter. I agreed to look after her while her dad's away on business. This is your new home, Hina. Welcome.
So turns out this guy wasn't a Yakuza. The blonde guy, his name was Satoru-san, and he was the CEO of this construction company. He grew up in an orphanage and he started working for this company that supported the orphanage. Then many years later, the CEO handed over the company to him. The old CEO loved kids, so he also ran a nursery school, and Satoru-san ended up marrying one of the teachers there. And this house was located right next to the nursery school, so the kids there always came over to hang out.
They don't have any kids of their own, but they adopted me a couple of years ago. This is Akiho. They adopted her too. She's a year younger than you, I think.
Hello. Hi.
Alright, let's eat, guys!
Yay! Come on, Hina. Okay. Looks good. Are you sure I can eat?
Yeah, why not? This is your home now. Eat up!
Okay, thank you. Wow, so good!
I know, right? Dad's a great chef. Haha, yep. There's plenty more if you guys want seconds. Haha, yep. There's plenty more if you guys want seconds.
This is nice. I could get used to this. Some of his employees lived at the house as well.
Oh, you must be new. What's your name?
Hina.
Nice to meet you, Hina.
Everyone there was really nice. But then, at school, this kid started picking on Akiho. Hey, I heard you were adopted. Is that true? So your dad, he's not even your real family, right? And he's a Yakuza, right? Your family's so messed up. Hey, stop it, you jerk! And Satoru-san is not a Yakuza. Stay out of this, loser. Shut up!
Hey! What are you guys doing?
She pushed my son to the ground.
Not true, he fell on his own.
She's lying.
Look, I'm sorry your son got hurt. Violence is never the answer. But violence can come in many different forms. Sometimes it's not physical.
What are you talking about?
You told Akiho that I wasn't her real family.
Huh? 'Cause that's what I heard.
You got a pet?
Yeah, a dog. Why?
If someone started hurting your dog, what would you do?
I'd get mad. He's my family.
Right, but you're not related to him by blood, are you? So what makes him your family?
'Cause I live with him and I care about him.
I see. Well, Hina and Akiho, they are not related to me by blood, but we live under the same roof, and I care about them very much. And they're my family.
I see. I'm sorry.
But she pushed you and...
No, Mom, I fell on my own like she said.
Thanks for being honest, kid.
Satoru-san.
Hina, thank you for standing up for Akiho. I appreciate it.
You're not mad?
For what? You did nothing wrong.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Hina, it's okay to ask for help, you know? And we're family now, so we're always here for you. You hear me?
Okay. Dad, you made her cry.
What? You okay?
I'm fine. After that, I made lots of new friends and I was really liking it at my new home. But sometimes I still thought about my no-good father.
Don't worry. He promised me he'd be back.
I don't know. I still don't know why he left me here like this. And I don't think he's ever gonna come back for me. But I was a kid, so all I could do was just wait.
Thanks for helping me out, Hina.
Sure.
Thanks, Hina.
Sure. I became friends with most of the kids here, but this guy, Riku, he never said a word to me. He looks a bit scary.
Watch out!
Thank you. Oh no, you're bleeding. Here you go.
Thanks.
Wait, why do you avoid me and stuff?
Huh? Oh, I'm not... I just thought I might scare you.
He had toxic parents and he ran away from home. And Satoru-san found him and took him in.
I used to be a really bad kid, and I just thought I'd end up scaring you, so that's why I didn't talk to you.
Oh, so that's why. So you're just looking out for me.
I guess.
Well, no worries. You don't scare me, so I could tell you're a really nice person already. Yeah, you're not a scary person.
Hina, Akiho, thank you.
The three of us started hanging out more often, and after that... So, is your dad coming back? I doubt it. He left me here, so...
But he came back for you after your mom died, right? I'm sure he'll be back. My parents, they would have never done that for me.
I don't even know what my real parents look like, so... At least you know. Oh, I see.
But if I ever see my parents again, I want to thank them.
Why?
Because they gave me the gift of life. I know it sounds corny, but I mean it.
Yeah, same with me. They died right after I was born, but I'm sure they're still watching over me. But if Dad really cares about me, why did he leave me behind? Then a few days later, something happened. I'm home.
Shigeki's coming back today.
Oh, I see. I'm gonna miss Hina.
Wait, what? Dad's coming home? I don't want to go back to his house. I gotta get out of here. But where do I go? I ran out of the house, but I had nothing on me. I had nowhere to go. So I went to this abandoned house up in the mountains. Sometimes my friends and I played there. What am I doing here? I'm burning up. I started feeling sick. My face was burning up. Then...
Hina!
Huh?
Hina, you're gonna be okay! Hang in there!
Then I fainted. A few hours later. Huh?
Hina! You okay?
Dad?
Oh, thank goodness. You're okay. Oh, thank God.
Dad, He was the one who found me. The next day, I went home with my dad. Satoru-san came over too, and Dad started telling me everything that happened over the last couple of years.
So the thing is, I'm in debt.
I knew it.
But it's not his fault. If anything, he's a victim in all of this.
What? Many years ago, before my parents split up, my grandparents passed away and Dad took over the family business, but the company was drowning in debt when he took over, and he went bankrupt in a few years. He claimed bankruptcy, still owed some money to some scary people, and they started coming after him relentlessly.
I can't get my family involved in all of this.
So he decided to get a divorce. Divorce? No!
Please, it's for your own safety. Once I figure this out, we'll get married again. I promise.
But then Mom passed away and, well, you know the rest.
Hina, how's school?
Fine.
Hina?
Uh,
She's mad at me. And can you blame her?
He wanted to set things straight, so he decided to go on this crab fishing boat to pay off his debt as fast as possible. So he reached out to Satoru-san and asked him to take me in for a few months.
I was going to tell you, but you ran away. So, I thought about telling you myself. But I wasn't sure if that was the right thing to do, and either way, I should have said something. Sorry. No, this is all my fault. I failed you as a father.
So he did it to protect me and Mom.
Look, I know he can be kinda awkward at times, but he's a good guy, and he never stopped caring about you once. Thanks, Satoru.
Alright, so you did this all for us. I get that.
Hina.
But I can't just go back to being a family overnight, you know? I just need some time to process all this.
Of course. No need to rush anything. You know what? Maybe your dad can live with us for a while too.
So Dad ended up moving into Satoru-san's house too, and about 6 months later, I finally decided to give him another chance.
Hey, if you ever get tired of him, you can always move back in here. Dude, shut up!
I'll keep that in mind. Take care!
Bye!
Bye, guys! And so, after many years, Dad and I made up, and we were back to being a family again. He paid off all his debts, and today was his first day at his new job. Dad, you forgot your lunchbox.
Oh, right, thanks. Well, see you later.
See ya! Have a good day! Mom, Dad and I are doing really well, but you don't have to worry about us, okay? I still miss Mom, but I had a feeling that everything was gonna be okay. Anyway, it was a rough couple of years, but glad everything worked out.